Sometimes you need to step away from everything. Take a break. Go quiet. Work in silence. Then come back and surprise everyone. This message is for anyone who refuses to stay stuck. Athletes, students, workers, creators, entrepreneurs, leaders, dreamers. It's for people who are okay being unseen for a while because they know growth happens in the dark. We live in a world full of noise, distractions, and busyness. Sometimes the only way to change your life is to disconnect. Delete the apps. Walk away. Focus on yourself. Everyone wants success, happiness, purpose, and a better life. But very few people are willing to remove distractions. Few are willing to disappear for months and work on themselves without attention or praise. What if you shut out the world for a season and focused only on what truly matters? What if you worked in private? Because what you do in private is what gets rewarded in public. Many people feel frustrated because they talk, plan, attend events, and write goals, but they don't do the hard work behind closed doors. At some point, you must stop talking and start working. You may have to struggle. You may have to sacrifice. You may feel alone. But can you keep going when nobody is watching? That quiet work is what prepares you for your future. Most great people we admire worked for years in silence. We see the success, but we don't see the sleepless nights, the failures, the effort, and the pain it took to get there. One of the worst things in life is living without knowing your purpose. If you truly want your future, you must be willing to let go of distractions and focus deeply. Stop telling people what you're going to do. Build in silence. Work quietly. Finish the work first, then let the results speak. Protect your time, your focus, and your energy. If something or someone is wasting it, let it go. Disappear. Do the work. Come back ready. Sometimes, you need to step away from everything. You need to slow down, go quiet, and disconnect from the noise. This is not quitting. This is preparation. When you disappear for a season and focus on yourself, you give yourself the space to grow. Then, when you return, people will be surprised by how much you've changed. This message is for anyone who refuses to stay stuck. Athletes, students, professionals, creators, entrepreneurs, leaders, and dreamers. It's for people who are willing to work in silence and don't need attention while they are growing. They understand that real growth happens when nobody is watching. We live in a world full of distractions, social media, noise, opinions, pressure, and constant busyness. Sometimes the only way to truly change your life is to unplug. Delete the apps. Step away from the distractions. Create distance from anything that pulls your focus away from your purpose. Everyone wants success, purpose, fulfillment, strong relationships, and a better life. But very few people are willing to eliminate distractions. Very few are willing to disappear for 3, 4, or 6 months to work on themselves without praise, validation, or recognition. What if you shut out the world for a season and focused only on what truly matters? What if you worked quietly behind the scenes? A person is always rewarded in public for the work they do in private. Many people stay frustrated because they talk about their goals, plan endlessly, attend events, read books, and write things down, but they never fully commit to doing the hard work in silence. Talking is easy. Working when nobody sees you is hard. At some point, you must stop talking and start building. The journey will require sacrifice. You may feel uncomfortable. You may struggle. You may have to give up things others won't. You may feel alone at times. But the question is, can you keep going when no one is clapping, supporting, or understanding your vision? Every great person you admire. One of the greatest tragedies in life is living without knowing your purpose. If you truly want your future, if you want to fulfill your destiny, you must be willing to remove anything that stands in the way. That means reviewing your life and asking an honest question. Does this help me grow, or does it distract me? Stop announcing your plans. Stop explaining your vision to people who don't understand it. Build quietly. Protect your time, focus, and energy. Work in silence until the work is finished. Disappear for a season. Do the work in the dark. And when the time is right, let the results speak for you. Sometimes in life, you have to step away from everything. You have to slow down, disconnect, and create distance from the noise around you. This is not giving up. This is preparation. Disappearing for a season is often the best thing you can do for your growth. When you return, people won't recognize the old you. They will see the results of the work you did in silence. This message is for anyone who refuses to stay where they are. It's for athletes, students, professionals, workers, leaders, creators, entrepreneurs, and dreamers. It's for people who are comfortable being unseen for a while because they understand that real growth happens when no one is watching. We live in a world filled with noise, distractions, and constant pressure. Social media, opinions, expectations, and comparisons pull our attention in every direction. Our focus is divided, our energy is drained, and our purpose becomes unclear. Sometimes, the only way your life will change is if you unplug. Delete the apps if you must. Walk away from what distracts you. Create space so you can hear your own thoughts again. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants happiness, fulfillment, purpose, and a better quality of life. Everyone wants the next level. But very few people are willing to remove distractions. Very few people are willing to disappear for 3 months, 6 months, or even a year to work on themselves without recognition, applause, or validation. What if you could shut out the world for a season and focus only on what truly matters? What if you worked in private, knowing that what you build in silence will eventually be rewarded in public? The truth is, public success is always built on private discipline. Many people stay frustrated because they talk more than they work. They talk about their goals. They plan. They write things down. They attend conferences. They watch motivational videos. But they never fully commit to the uncomfortable, boring, and difficult work that must be done behind closed doors. Talking is easy. Real work requires sacrifice. The journey will demand more from you than you expect. You may have to struggle. You may have to give up comfort. You may have to sacrifice sleep, time, money, and relationships. You may feel alone. You may feel misunderstood. But growth often requires isolation before elevation. Every great person you admire went through a season of obscurity. We celebrate their success, but we don't see the nights they stayed up late working. We don't see the failures, the rejections, the doubts, or the tears. We see the glory, but not the grind that created it. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live without knowing your purpose. To wake up every day busy but unfulfilled. If you truly want your future, you must be willing to change. You must be willing to let go of the version of yourself that is no longer enough to carry you forward. This requires honesty. You must look at your life and ask hard questions. Is this helping me grow, or is it holding me back? Is this feeding my purpose, or distracting me from it? Not everything and everyone deserves access to your time and energy. Stop telling people what you are going to do. Stop announcing your plans. Stop looking for approval. Build quietly. Work consistently. Stay disciplined even when nobody is watching. Results speak loud.